Hello folks, welcome to our channel. Today we have another love story for you. Once in a quaint little town, there lived a young woman named Elara and a man named Julian. They met in the local library, both reaching for the same book, a classic love story. Their fingers brushed, and they exchanged shy smiles that blossomed into a deep friendship. Elara was an aspiring artist, her world filled with colors and dreams, while Julian was a passionate writer, weaving tales that captivated everyone around him. As the seasons changed, so did their friendship. They found themselves sharing secrets and dreams under the shade of an old oak tree, and laughter echoed through the streets as they explored the town together. Their bond grew stronger, and it wasn't long before they confessed their feelings for each other. They spent countless evenings talking about their hopes and fears, feeling as if they had known each other for a lifetime. However, life had other plans. Julian's family received an unexpected job offer that required them to move across the country. The news shattered their idyllic world. They knew their love was real, but the thought of being separated felt unbearable. They promised to stay in touch, to bridge the distance with letters and phone calls. But as the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the reality of their situation began to weigh heavily on them. Elara poured her heart into her art, painting scenes that reminded her of Julian, the laughter, the warmth, the moments they shared. Julian, too, tried to write, but his words felt hollow without Elara by his side. They both longed for the connection they once had, but the distance created a chasm that began to feel insurmountable. As time passed, their communication dwindled. The letters became less frequent, and phone calls turned into brief texts. They both felt the weight of their separation, but neither wanted to admit how much they were hurting. The dreams they once shared began to fade, replaced by the ache of longing. One fateful day, Elara received a letter from Julian. With trembling hands, she opened it, hoping for words of love and reassurance. Instead, she found a heartfelt message expressing his struggles with the distance, and how it had become too much for him. He wrote that he thought it was best for both of them to move on, to find happiness even if it meant being apart. Tears streamed down her face as she read his words. She understood the sentiment, but the pain of losing him was overwhelming. The art she had poured her soul into now felt like a reminder of what she had lost. Julian, too, felt the weight of his decision, knowing he had broken both their hearts. In the years that followed, they both tried to move on. Elara found success as an artist, her paintings celebrated for their emotional depth. Yet the colors always felt a little dimmer without Julian's presence. Julian published a book filled with stories of love and loss, but every character he created felt incomplete, echoing the love they once shared. Years later, fate brought them back to the old oak tree on a chilly autumn day. Both had returned to the town for a visit, and as they locked eyes, the memories flooded back. They approached each other, hesitant but hopeful, hearts aching with the unspoken words they had never shared. In that moment, they realized that some loves, no matter the distance or time apart, leave an indelible mark on our souls. They exchanged heartfelt apologies and spoke of the lives they had built. Yet the bond they shared remained strong, a bittersweet reminder of what could have been. Though their paths had diverged, the love story between Elara and Julian lived on in their hearts, a testament to the beauty and sadness of love and the lessons it teaches even when it doesn't last forever. Thanks for turning in.